I'm Anthony Bucco, and this is how to tenderize pork. What we have here, we have different cuts of the animal. So I have a loin, I have a rack, and I have tenderloins. Today we're going to show a dry rub, brining, and a marinade. All three of those are very easy to duplicate in the home, and all three of them add incredible flavor profiles to the protein. We're going to start with a dry rub. Dry rubs are generally used with things like ribs and the like, but in this case we're going to use them with more of the middle of the animal proteins, things that are a little bit more fork tender. That said, we take a combination of different hard spices, herbs, and seasonings. And in this case, we'll be using everything from fennel pollen to cinnamon to salt, sugar, a little bit of coriander, lavender. And we're basically going to pack that protein in those hard spices and allow that to kind of permeate. Generally, you let that go for about 2 hours, and from there, we're ready to go into the oven. With a marinade, it's a little bit different. It's more of a wet application, so we'll be using some acid, we'll be using some fat. In essence, the acid will help break down the protein. The goal here is, again, to make that animal, that protein fork tender and also contribute incredible flavors. And then finally, the brine. Brine is something that's a little bit, generally used more for birds, but in this case, it's perfect for pork, especially bone-on. What we basically do is we make a very flavorful liquid appareil and submerge the protein in that and allow it to kind of absorb all of that nice flavor. Again, it's generally equal parts of salt and sugar with some nice essence of herbs and some different spices in there as well. And that allows the meat to perfume and allows it to really kind of capture the essence of what we're trying to flavor it with. In addition to that, it generally yields an incredibly moist product, which when we're talking about pork, a lot of times that's one of the biggest things and aversions that people have to it, is it doesn't maintain its moisture through the cooking process. So those are really the three ways that we will work on tenderizing and maintaining a moisture content in the actual protein.